Welcome to Thin for Fun. I'm delighted that you have made the decision to join me in your quest for a healthier life. Now that you have signed up, I'm going to show you how to make it happen. It begins with the 12 steps. To be successful with Thin for Fun, you need to use the 12 steps. You need to know what they are and how to use them. The 12 steps are keys to success. The keys to open doors to empower you. Proven scientific methods to get you there. Tips and tricks to reach your goal. And some steps will work better for you than others, but together they are virtually guaranteed to give you success. We live in the space age, but we live in a caveman body. Do you see a problem with that? I do. In the space age, we work inside all day. We get little exercise. We eat mostly processed foods. That's not how we were designed. Now, look at the caveman. Caveman worked in the sun all day. He exercised all day. He ate natural foods. That's how God designed our bodies. So the 12 steps will transport your caveman body into the space age. Will be done in a fun and sustainable way. So let's review for a moment, why do we put on weight? There are 4 reasons. We sit too much. We have very little exercise, we are addicted to junk food, and we drink sugary drinks. So what determines our weight? We all know this, but I'm going to review it with you. Here's the lady, she's eating her burgers and drinking her Coke, and she's putting on her weight. So it's a balance between what she eats, and you can see the scale is tipping towards a gain of weight. Now, let's say she goes to the other side and decides to exercise, she's going to go tip the scales towards weight loss. So our balance in life is a balance between expenditures and intake. It's as simple as that. We all know that. So what that means is it's really good news for us. The good news is it does not take anything drastic to make a huge difference. I'm going to prove that to you. So we look back at our scale, we see the lady that's been eating a little bit too much, and she's decided that she's going to throw away one of her Cokes every day, okay? By doing that, she brings the scale back up towards normal, and she has saved 250 calories by one less Coke. Now, she's decided to exercise, and I'm not talking about going to the gym. I'm saying she's just exercising by walking a little extra. She's burning an extra 250 calories. So you add 250 plus 250, that's 500 calories a day that you have swung the balance in your favor of losing weight. Let's do the math. 500 calories per day for 7 days is 3,500 calories a week. What is 3,500 calories? That equals 1 pound per week. And you say, well, that's not very exciting. I want to lose 20 pounds the first week. No, but if you look at 1 pound per week over a year, that's 52 pounds a year. It's 104 pounds in 2 years. Isn't that what you'd rather do to keep it off in an easy way and keep it off forever? What is your ideal weight? You have to decide. I'm not going to decide for you. You look and see what you want to be. You can determine your own preferred weight. It may be a dress size that you've used, maybe how your clothes used to fit, maybe a previous weight that you liked. From a medical standpoint, it's belly fat that's the most important. Your waist size is most important. Belly fat is what clogs your arteries, what causes heart attacks, and causes all your problems. So, to me, waist size should be 1/2 of your height. That's the best way. For an example, if you're 60 inches tall, your waist size should be 30 inches in circumference. It's as easy as that. You must record your weight in writing, because if you don't record your goal, you'll never make it. You also have to buy the right scale. I know Mom didn't like this scale, but you can get a really good scale now, a digital scale for under $20 from Amazon or Walmart. And you get naked in the morning, weigh yourself first thing, and then remember that nothing tastes as good as being thin feels. That's what my friend Cindy said, and I think she's right. So let's go into the 12 steps. Thin for fun. I've decided to divide the 12 steps into 4 categories. They are connection, nutrition, portion, and motion. That way you can keep track of the 4 steps a little easier. So let's take the first one, connection. Connection is number 1, I will have fun along the way. Make sure that you make this program enjoyable, fun, and satisfying for yourself. Connect with us. We will help you with every step of the way. Also connect with your happy self. You must have fun along the way, strengthen your body, your mind, and your spirit. Take the stress out of your life. Stimulate your creativity. Remember, life is a journey. It's not a destination. So have a blast. Happiness is the highest form of health, according to the Dalai Lama, and I agree with him. 2, I will get a buddy. It's nearly impossible to accomplish permanent weight loss alone. It's hard to keep going without help of someone. The Lord said, "It is not good for man to be alone." The key strategy in Thin for Fun is to get a buddy with similar goals. Your buddy will provide encouragement for you, accountability, give you suggestions, fun, and purpose. Remember, we all want a purpose, so ask every morning, how can I help my buddy today? Number 3, I will keep a log of my progress. Connect with us and we will connect with you. Fill out your progress report every week. If you maintain this log, it will inspire you, it will keep you committed, it will identify areas that you need help, it will keep us in the loop so we can help you. And even if you forget, we're going to remind you about this step. When you log in, you're going to see this page. First of all, fill out your current weight and your current waist size. And then you'll see the 12 steps with faces. Fill out the faces, either happy, medium, or sad, on the 12 steps. This will only take you about 30 seconds. As soon as you fill it out, you will get a report that shows you how you've done this week and in previous weeks. Also, at each step will give you advice on how to do better next week. Now we're going to switch to nutrition. Now we're going to really get into it. The first thing is I will avoid sugar drinks. Sugar is my enemy. Sugar is the main cause of obesity. So be sure to watch my video on fructose. Fructose is especially dangerous. Avoid all sugar drinks. Fruit juice is just as bad, and sweet tea is fat juice. Sports drinks are even worse. If you eliminate sugar drinks, you will probably melt off 30 pounds off your weight. Caveman did not drink Coke. Let's talk about sugar. Sugar causes obesity, okay? But it causes many other things besides obesity. It causes diabetes, which leads to blindness, kidney failure, neuropathies, and amputations. It destroys your immune system. You're going to be twice as likely to die of infections. It causes high blood pressure, heart disease, joint disease, several types of cancer. It causes stroke, liver failure, sleep apnea, and depression. Sugar is white death. 5 pounds can kill you, believe it or not. The food industry has addicted us to sugar. Sugar is more addicting than cocaine, but it's not your fault. You say, well, yes, I eat the sugar. Yes, but did you really know that for the last 60 years, the food industry has been adding their secret sauce to all of our food? Now we expect our food to be sweet. Natural organic food really tastes boring and flat. So be sure to watch my video on how to kick the sugar habit. Why are sugar drinks so bad? Well, no digestion is necessary. The liquid sugar goes straight into the bloodstream. The body does not need sugar, so it stores it as fat. Sugar stimulates our hungry hormone. That makes us eat more all day long. How much sugar is in your drink? Have you ever noticed? Look at the Coke, look at the sweet tea, look at the juices. You would not eat that much sugar, right? So why would you drink it? I had a nurse that worked for me at Downtown Baptist when I was in the emergency room, and she was fairly overweight. She came to me one day and she said, "Dr. Miller, can you help me to lose weight?" I noticed that she was drinking Coke, so I said, "Would you be willing to give up your Coke for a year?" She said yes. So she said, "Okay, I'm going to get rid of my Coke." She eliminated it completely, and within 1 year, she lost 110 pounds. So she was able to say, "A moment off the lips, forever off the hips." We need to fall back in love with water. There's nothing better. If we are thirsty, a nice glass of ice water is the best thing to quench our thirst. Fall back in love with water again. Number 5, I will not eat processed food. I am no longer the Cookie Monster. If you've been able to eat just one cookie, not me. So caveman did not eat cookies. We have to decrease, but not eliminate processed food. If I told you to eliminate it, you'd leave the program. But the problem is we eat 80% of our food is processed food and only 20% is good. We need to switch that the other way around so that 80% of our food is natural and only 20% of our food is processed. So here are the things you have to look out for: cookies, tortillas, donuts, pies, cakes, chips, white bread, bagels, muffins, breakfast cereals, biscuits, and pizza. Processed food, the other silent killer, made primarily of white rice, pasta, and white bread. The main ingredients in processed food are bleached flour, sugar, salt, and preservatives. You can't imagine all the preservatives that are in our food. No nutritional value at all. All the fiber, the nutrients have been removed, just chemicals and empty calories. Processed food turns into sugar, which then turns into fat. The whiter the bread, the sooner you're dead. Remember, the whiter the bread, the sooner you're dead. So a caveman did not eat processed food. The food industry has addicted us to processed food as well. Our brains have been rewired to crave sugar, salt, and fat. Find something fun and delicious to take its place. Low-calorie natural snacks, nuts, fruits, and vegetables. Let's go back to the year 2000. This is me. I was known as the Cookie Monster. I love cookies. That was even my handle on CV. And I would eat dozens of cookies every day. I was 210 pounds. My cholesterol was 325. My triglycerides were 510. I was crashing and burning and I didn't even know it. Then one day on April 1st, I was taken to the emergency room by EMS for open heart surgery. I survived, obviously, and like many people, when you survive a near-death experience, you make a change. I made one small change and lost 50 pounds forever. Can you imagine what that change was? I bet you know. I gave up chocolate chip cookies. I didn't do it to lose weight. I did it to save my heart. In the process of doing it, I lost 50 pounds. So good eating is not a punishment, but an opportunity. You'll find it's fun and satisfying. Number 6, I will not eat junk food. I am what I eat. If you eat too much junk, you will become junky. Again, decrease. You don't have to eliminate junk food completely, but you really have to eliminate most of it. Fast foods. This is the industry poison. It's cheap. They addict you to it. French fries, America's worst food. You know that McDonald's has over 14 ingredients in it. Some of them are very dangerous chemicals. Sausages and hot dogs, full of nitrates and fatty scraps. Bacon, full of nitrates and fat. Hamburgers, high cholesterol, high fat. Fried foods, you can take any good food, fry it, and turn it into a bad food. Remember, have fun trying new foods, fruits, vegetables, nuts, fish, whole grains, and lean meat. Caveman did not eat junk food. Look at all the things that we can buy at the grocery store. We don't even have to go out and find them. An infinite number of fruits and vegetables. If you don't want to prepare your own food, there are companies that make these foods for you. They are prepared already with all natural foods. There's no processed food in there whatsoever. They're a right amount so you don't overeat, and you can keep them in the refrigerator and microwave them whenever you need them. Now we're going to something else, and that's portion. I want you to look at these two guys. What is the difference between these two people? If I tell you that they ate the same food and the same drink, what would be the answer? The answer is the amount they ate. It's the portion. So number 7, I will not clean my plate. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to argue with your mother. Your mother was wrong. I know your mother told you to clean your plate. My mother told me to clean my plate. And in the day, that was all right. There was a good reason for it. But now, that is no longer good. Always leave some food on your plate. It's going to be on this waste, or it's going to be in the waste paper basket. So leave it in the waste paper basket. Soon you will no longer crave huge portions. Make the size of your meal the size of your fist. Now you see the 4 things there. There's the vegetables, the carbohydrates, the proteins, and the fruits. So you put that together in a plate and you have this beautiful meal. Now if it looks like the plate is half empty, make the plate smaller. The small plate will make it look like you have a lot of food, and then you can start your 3-week rule to shrink your stomach. It takes about 3 weeks for our stomach to get smaller so we don't crave those big portions anymore. This alone could shed 30 pounds off your weight. Caveman did not clean his plate. Proof of portion control. Mom Miller understood portion control. Here she is at age 50 and again at age 90. She ate 5 or 6 meals a day. She ate everything she wanted, but she ate a small amount and she only drank water. She loved her sweets, but she never ate the whole cake. She was the first to eat her sweets, and she remained very strong. Here she is, 92 years old, never a pain in her joint, and very active because she kept her weight under control. We tried for 20 years to get her weight above 83 pounds, and we never could. This was her maximum weight, 83 pounds. So let's look more proof. Here she was at age 18 in her wedding dress. Again, 70 years later, at age 88, here she is in the same wedding dress. Proof that portion control works. Number 8, I will share my meal with a friend. So you can see what we do here. The meal is served to us. We ask for an extra plate, put half of it on her plate, half of it on mine, and that way we've split our meal. Restaurants serve huge portions, they really do, and they contribute to supersize me. Always share your meal with a friend. Even if you don't have a friend, take it home to eat later. Share your meals at home. This will cut your calories in half. Number 9, I will trick my stomach and my mind. So drink 1 glass of water with your meal. Why? Because your stomach doesn't know the difference. It's going to fill up with water and think it's getting food. This will help you. Enjoy your food, 1 small bite at a time. Don't eat while you watch TV. Do you think this young man even remembers eating that pizza? He is just stuffing in empty calories mindlessly. Studies after studies have shown that you lose more weight if you don't eat while you're watching TV. Cavemen did not eat while watching TV. We want you to overcome your defective full gauge. Remember, we have a good hunger gauge, but our full gauge is not so good. So what you need to do is don't stop eating when you're full. What? That doesn't make sense, does it? Well, it really does. Stop eating when you're no longer hungry. What I want you to do is to stop eating after about 5 minutes and ask yourself the question, am I still hungry? If not, why are you still eating? I've had patients that have lost over 40 pounds with this principle alone. Eat slowly. It takes 30 minutes to feel full. This alone can melt 30 pounds off your weight. Don't eat if you're no longer hungry. Now we're going to draw our attention to motion. The first one in motion is I will park on the far side. Always walk further than you have to. Park far away. Why would you do that? Well, I've seen people drive around for 5 minutes trying to find a parking spot right in front of their exercise gym. That's crazy. So, if you park on the far side, you can find your car pretty easily. Your car won't get dented. But the most important thing, it takes the place of going to the gym. Now, I'm not against you going to the gym, but if you don't have time to go to the gym, if you park on the far side of the parking lot, you walk quickly into the grocery store, you walk around quickly, and you walk back out to your car. This amount of walking will speed up your metabolism for hours. You will actually burn many, many calories instead of having to go to the gym. The other thing is we spend a lot of time on the phone. When your phone rings, let it be an alarm for you to get up and start walking. I call it walking and talking. You can walk many miles a day just talking on the phone. Also, take the stairs, walk faster, lift more, play with your kids, have fun, and buy computer time. Now, this is important. We spend a lot of our time on the computer. What I mean by this is every hour you need to stop for 5 minutes, get up and walk around, do jumping jacks, running up and down the stairs, do some strenuous exercise or some kind of exercise for 5 minutes, then get back on the computer. So you have to pay for each hour with 5 minutes of exercise. This will give you a lot of exercise during the day. Caveman did not park near the door. So be continuously active. It has a residual effect. Number 11, I will do whatever it takes. What fits your schedule better, exercising an hour a day or being dead for 24 hours a day? This is your ace in the hole. Double your exercise. Try new fun things. Walk around, swim, jog, ski, do racquetball, biking, dancing, fitness clubs. This will work when everything else has failed. I know it's tough, but it really does work. Here's my friend Dave. He's a famous neurosurgeon in Chicago. He was 260 pounds and he started having heart trouble. His cardiologist told him, Dave, you have to lose 100 pounds. And how could he do that? He said, you need to start running. So Dave began to run. Can you imagine? At first, he couldn't even run a block. Then pretty soon 2 blocks, pretty soon 5 blocks. After a while, he could run half a mile, and then a mile, and then 5 miles. He kept running, and pretty soon, by the end of the year, he was running marathons. And he had lost 110 pounds. What happened to his food? He ate everything. He was amazed how much he ate, and he stayed thin. So this exercise does work. Caveman did whatever it took. He had his daily exercise, he avoided fatty meals, and he ate his vegetables. So don't let what you cannot do interfere with what you can do. Number 12, the last one, I will take my supplements. But wait, there's something you should know. Most supplements are a scam. Just ask who is selling them. If somebody's trying to sell you some vitamins, don't believe them. The pyramid marketing is the worst. There's so many pyramids out there. The only thing they're interested in is making money for their boss and at your expense. It's a waste of your money. Some of them are even dangerous. We've learned over the last few years that big pharma cannot be trusted. It's bad enough. But little pharma is far worse. Little pharma are the ones that make the supplements. You and I can go out and make supplements. We can get some grass and put it in a bottle and say this supplement is going to boost your immune system. And then we can start selling it. So there's minimal regulation. There's no proof of any of their claims. It's the world of shysters, and it's made for the gullible. One of my patients was taking 215 supplements. This was just last month. She became delusional. EMS had to take her to the emergency room. And here's what she was taking. But wait, there's more. I took a picture of all of her supplements. Can you imagine anybody being hooked with all those supplements and how much she was paying and how much damage it was doing to her body? So I will take my supplements. Well, I'm not selling you anything, so you can trust me, all right? Some supplements are essential. And why are they essential? We do not get enough sunlight. We don't get enough elements in our diet. And the overuse of antibiotics has depleted our good bacteria. So what I recommend every day is vitamin D between 2 and 5,000 units a day, vitamin C 500 milligrams, zinc 50 milligrams, magnesium 250 milligrams, drink green tea, probiotics, and fish oil. This will pretty much round out your supplements that you need. Remember, this strong, positive attitude will create more miracles in your life than any wonder drug. God has given us an amazing body. If you take care of your body will take care of you. Shouldn't we honor Him by taking good care of it? This is the only body we'll ever have. So I want to summarize by saying success is in the details. You are not alone. We will be your ongoing coach, your partner in your weight loss program. I want you to do 4 things. Weigh yourself every week. Fill out your log every week. Check in with your buddy every week. And remind yourself of the 12 steps every day. Don't be discouraged by some ups and downs. Never give up. You're going to make it this time. If you have any questions at all about this program, please feel free to contact us. We'll get right back to you.